Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. Y'all, your girl's been a little busy this week, and when work is working and your girl's got other... Listen, work has been working this week, but nonetheless, we are here to talk Melody Sheree Rogers, aka Money Making Mel, aka Mogul Making Mel, and we've got a few things to get into. Because first, before we get to the mess, we'll talk about the positive first, right? And the positive is Mel has won a couple of cases, which we will get into as well. And so she said the following a few hours ago today: that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Enjoy 40% off using code VICTORY at checkout, y'all, on 7th Avenue Beauty. And so Jay Taylor had reposted and everything else to use the code VICTORY for 40% off. And then Mel posted as well. While I see all of y'all on the site celebrating with me, thank you. Hashtag victory with crying emojis and praising hand emojis and prayer emojis. And then Mel is posting some selfies in front of the G-Wagon. And then OMFG Reality TV also posted Mel as well. And then Mel also posted as well in front of the Madison County Courthouse and said, then finally you simply just hashtag exhale. Then Mel also posted a meme that said no revenge because every weapon I watched form ended up having to watch me prosper. And then she posted a screenshot about an hour or so ago. I see y'all are still shipping. I think she meant shopping, but it doesn't matter. And it says, remember victory for 40% off. And I believe it was like 118 visitors. So a couple of things, right? We've discussed in a few videos that Mel's case with Martell ended in Martell no call, no show, trying to, prioritize Carlos King, trying to prioritize the reality show instead of showing up at the courthouse. And as a result, the judge ruled that, hey, listen, looky here. Instead of 7 days on, 7 days off, how it's been, there have been a few incidents. You're not here to defend yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to decrease your visitation. Mel will be the primary custodial parent. She'll have sole custody. You'll be considered the second custodial parent. But again, instead of the 7 days on and 7 days off, now it is going to be reduced to, I believe it's Thursdays and every other weekend, right? Or 2 weekends out of the month, right? So to me, that's old school, right? That's old school from people I've known who've gone through divorces. They would usually have like Wednesdays from like 5 to 8, 5 to 9 every other weekend and every other holiday. And then they would get like a couple weeks out of the summer. It is usually how it goes down. But in a couple of those instances though, some of those divorces were very messy. And it got to the point with the kids, like I said, that the kids got sick of seeing the other parent because it was like other shenanigans going on. So it got to a point where the kids were like, listen, look here, I really don't want to see this parent no more because they're doing too much weird stuff. They're doing too much weird stuff. I ain't got the time, right? So nonetheless, that happened. Now, what we didn't talk about was there was another case involving another person, y'all. Another person that was allegedly suing Mel and everything else. Y'all know who it is. Don't need to say the name. Don't need to, any of that. No. Because it's wild out here. People are striking channels. People are doing all types of foolishness. No. Not on my watch. So nonetheless, Mel won that case, right? Mel won that case. And And everything, people are crashing out. People are crashing out. And I don't understand, you guys, because what happened was the peanut gallery is back. And for some reason, y'all, Tisha's mom is into the fray. And this is when I say, y'all, as far as the mess goes, it just confirms everything. The hate train against Mel and utilizing certain people to spread any type of negative story about Mel, whether it was true or not, whether it was fact-checked or not, but just to come up with the most deplorable and disgusting things about her, it was all a scheme that was set up. It was all a scheme that's set up. Now that Mel's not on the show anymore, now that you don't have to go back on the forth with Mel anymore, now all of a sudden you have time to compliment her. Now you have time to say good things about her and all of this and all of that. What am I talking about? Well, like I said, Tisha's mom, was being a little bit petty. She was on some petty wop, right? So she had a live last night and basically said Mel is that girl in Huntsville. But it's interesting because when Mel supporters and Melimeters said this, or people who liked Mel said that Mel was that girl, Mel was the star, people had an issue with that. But now it's all, if you come for us, we're gonna win. And so that's how she phrased it and said that she allegedly heard a month ago that Mel already won her case and that basically she had to go back to court to finalize it or whatever else, and said that it was appeared. But I think she meant that it was appealed, right? I think that's where she was going with that. And then she said it's hard to win against LAMH, so that if anybody's trying to go against LAMH, they're not going to win because Madison County has got it on lock. But then she was being weird about the Martell case and basically trying to say that it only would have been a win if he was paying Mel child support. No. And see, this is the thing. Okay. Let me give you some education. So nonetheless, when Mel filed for a divorce long time ago, going on 6 years, she never requested for any alimony or child support from Martell because she knew whether he had it or not, it was going to be an uphill battle because he likes to play games with the court system. As far as this custody battle that has gone on, it was Martell that was trying to get sole custody. It was Martell that was trying to get access to Mel's financial records and everything else so that he could live the soft life with his concubine. No. Martell started all of this. Martell engineered all of this foolishness. And so Mel fought back and said, no, not on my watch. So as a result, you're doing the 7 days on, the 7 days off. There have been all types of recommendations for things that Martell needed to do, and he somehow sidestepped it all, right? Somehow just sidestepped it and flipped it and reversed it and everything else. But he was a no-call, no-show when it came to this latest court date. And as a result of a few recent incidents that involved needing some anger management, the judge said, thanks, but no thanks. That's it. That's all. It's finito. No more 7 days on, 7 days off. Instead of full-time, instead of 50-50, we're going to be decreasing this visitation. And it's going to be more like on Thursdays for a set amount of time. It's going to be more like first and third weekends of the month, right? And every other, right? So, and every other holiday, right? And a few weeks out of the summer, right? And you get Father's Day, she gets Mother Day, right? Like, what are we doing? This isn't a win for Martell. It's an L for Martell because Martell was trying to get at Mel's money. That didn't work. He even allegedly was trying to get the proceeds of Sugar Mama's line. That didn't work. So there is no win for Martell. You're thinking just because he has access to still see the kids, that means it's win. No. You went from 7 days on, 7 days off to now 1 day out the week and every other weekend. That's not a win. That is decreased visitation. Like, what are we saying? I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it at all. But nonetheless, she was on some petty wop because she said she doesn't have any dog in this fight because of Martell's concubine and what Martell's concubine is alleging about Marceau, and also because she didn't have a dog in fight regarding the other case because of the potato cake incident, right? So she don't care, right? But basically said that if you're trying to go against Mel, like, you're going to lose. But it's interesting when Mel was on the show. And when Mel still was going through the custody battle with Martell, that wasn't the same energy. The energy was, Martell's a good man, Martell's a good father, don't believe everything you read, the court is a lie, there could be things that are being falsified, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's just amazing that now that Mel's not on the show, that now all of a sudden everybody can praise Mel all of a sudden. All of a sudden people can give Mel her props. All of a sudden they can say, oh yeah, Mel won the case. No. It's just amazing to me, you guys. It really is amazing. The mental gymnastics of it all. The scheme set up by Todd of it all. Like, this is what I don't understand. Even if you didn't like Mel or you didn't fool with Mel, why was it okay to say false information? Why was it okay to engineer other people to push lies because you were mad at her or you didn't like her or you didn't like the fan base associated with her while she was on the show? Or the size of her fan base or whatever else. But my thing is, why not just tell the truth? Why not just say, listen, the custody battle, it's not my business. There's, that none of that's not my business, da-da-da-da-da. But now you got all the tape. Now Mel's that girl. Now Mel wins every case that comes down to man and da-da-da-da. Like, it's wild out here. It is wild out here, you guys. But nonetheless, that is all I have for this video. So that is it. That is all. Es finito. It is final. Es todos. It is the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And again, Victory 40 at checkout at 7th Avenue Beauty. Get 40% off, y'all. So there's that. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.